So travel turmoil is now sweeping American skies. Thousands of flights were delayed across the U.S. yesterday. This as a worsening air traffic controller shortage collided with day 7 of the federal government shutdown. Now, from Chicago to Nashville to Las Vegas to Philadelphia, critical FAA facilities face dangerously low staffing. This forcing flight slowdowns and even temporary shutdowns at some control towers. In fact, in Memphis, what happened was that flight control was handed off in Nashville to Memphis after the tower shut down for 5 hours. The FAA confirms it's slowing air traffic into key hubs to maintain safety. Why? Because there is a huge political gridlock and both sides, the Democrats and Republicans, cannot come together to decide what should be American budget. And these are all the ramifications that people of America are actually facing because of that. There are unpaid controllers who continue to work 10-hour shifts, 6 days a week. Union leaders warn the system is now critically fragile. Only 11,000 certified controllers are handling 45,000 flights, millions of passengers daily. How long before something snaps? Let's get in a word from Vipul Saxena, who's an aviation expert, joins me on the broadcast. Mr. Saxena, pressure is mounting. National Air Traffic Controller Association is now calling on lawmakers to end this shutdown immediately. Are you hopeful that as things stand right now, this is really that critical threshold that has been reached, and hopefully this will become the trigger for lawmakers to finally agree to a federal budget?
Yeah, I think this will be a big pressure on the Congress to approve the budget, or at least I think what minimum should be done is what happens like even in India, there are certain services which are called emergency services and services which cannot go on strike, cannot go on any kind of protest. So I'm very surprised that in case of shutdown, how can they expect people to come on emergency services but they will not be paid? I think this need to be reviewed by Congress, and at least
Mr. Saxena, from a safety point of view, tell us what happens when there are very critically low number of people who are manning these many flights, taking care of these many passengers. What's the safety protocol that is now being not fulfilled?
See, the safety that if you do not have sufficient number of air traffic controllers, it puts additional pressure on the people who are coming on duty. And those who are coming on duty also will not have proper morale, because they know they are coming on duty but they will not be paid for it. So it causes a big safety threat in terms of so some kind of human error which can create some kind of catastrophe. So I think that's a big danger which is currently happening on the U.S. skies.
Mm-hmm. And finally, the fact that there are such long delays, passengers are being impacted. What about their plight? Who is listening to them? The fact that services have been so massively deteriorated.
Yeah, but the thing is that in this case, air traffic controllers cannot do anything. It is purely the airlines which are suffering because departures are not happening, because the people are not available to serve the airlines, and that is why all these delays are happening. And it has a cascading effect. If suppose one flight gets delayed from New York to say Bombay, or say New York to some other place, and there is a connecting flight, so right, it affects the further course for the passenger. Okay. And people who are coming for some important meeting or some treatment.
That is how it ends up getting impacted. I'm going to leave it there, sir. Thanks much for speaking to me on India Global.